Welcome. Today we're doing a deep dive into Chetan Bhagat's 2011 novel, Revolution 2020. It's subtitled Love, Corruption, Ambition.
That's right, a book that really resonated, particularly with younger readers in India at the time.
Absolutely. So our mission here is to really get to the heart of it, the story, the main themes, especially corruption and, what people thought of it quickly.
Okay, so the setting is Varanasi, and it's all about three childhood friends, Gopal, Raghav, and Aarti.
Right, and their lives take very different turns, really shaped by, well, the title says it all. Love, corruption, and ambition.
Exactly. It explores how those forces push them apart and force them into some difficult choices.
So let's maybe start with the characters. Gopal seems central. He narrates it, right?
He does, first person. And Gopal comes from a pretty poor background. He's smart, ambitious, but his main goal becomes wealth. Success at almost any cost.
And the book kind of presents him as an example of how the system, the corruption, can sort of warp young people, even talented ones.
Yeah, precisely. He feels the system is rigged, so he decides he has to play dirty to win. He represents that sort of cynical ambition.
Okay, and then there's Raghav. Very different.
Completely different. Raghav is the idealist. He sees the problems, the corruption, but he wants to fight it the right way.
Through journalism, is that it?
Yes, investigative journalism. He stands for integrity, hope, maybe a bit of idealism that struggles against the harsh reality.
It's that classic clash, isn't it? Getting rich versus staying true.
Definitely. But the first-person narration by Gopal does something interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Because we're in his head, you almost start to see things his way, don't you? Maybe Raghav seems a little naive.
It definitely makes you sympathize with Gopal's choices, even if you don't agree with them. And that leads us straight to Aarti.
Right, the third friend. The love part of the triangle.
She's the emotional core, but also key to the themes. She's actually the daughter of a local district magistrate, a bureaucrat.
Oh, okay. So she's connected to the system that Raghav wants to expose and Gopal wants to exploit.
Exactly. So her choice isn't just romantic. It's about values. Does she go for Gopal, who promises stability, maybe wealth?
Comfort.
Or Raghav, who offers, well, idealism, but a much riskier, less certain path?
Her struggle kind of embodies the whole conflict.
That makes sense. And that takes us to the revolution part, the social commentary.
The sources really highlight the book's attack on the commercialization of education in India. That's a huge part of the corruption depicted.
How so?
Well, it shows how private coaching centers and even colleges become these businesses, prioritizing profit over actual education. And how connections and money can buy admission.
Basically shutting out deserving students who don't have the means or influence.
Right. And since education is often seen as the main way up for the middle class or the poor, Bhagat really tapped into a deep frustration there. It felt very real to a lot of young readers.
Yeah, you can see how that would hit a nerve. But how does he get these serious points across? Is it a heavy read? Actually, no. That's one of the things critics mention. The style is very accessible. Simple language, quite fast-paced, even some humor.
And the first-person thing with Gopal makes it feel quite intimate, I suppose.
It does. It makes these complex issues feel very personal. Now, the critics, they had mixed views, as you'd expect.
What were the main points? Strengths and weaknesses?
Strengths were definitely the relatable characters, the setting, the way it captures the dilemmas young Indians face. It felt authentic to many.
Okay. And the downsides?
Some found the plot a bit predictable, maybe overly dramatic in places, and perhaps a bit simplistic in how it tackles really big issues like systemic corruption.
So entertaining, relevant, maybe not super deep literature.
That seems to be the consensus, yeah. It connects emotionally, gets people thinking about important social issues, even if it's not, a complex political treatise. It reached a massive audience because of that simplicity.
So wrapping up, the verdict seems pretty positive overall, like a 4 out of 5. A recommended read, especially for younger people dealing with these kinds of pressures.
I think that's fair. It succeeds in what it sets out to do. Tell an engaging story that reflects real anxieties about ambition, love, and navigating a flawed system.
It definitely connects on that emotional and social level.
It does, but it leaves you with a thought, doesn't it? Considering Gopal's path to wealth and Raghav's path of integrity.
Yeah.
What is the book really suggesting about the cost of idealism? When you're up against entrenched corruption and your own ambition, is it saying that genuine integrity inevitably leads to, well, struggle, maybe even failure in a practical sense, like you have to choose between your values and survival almost?
That's a really interesting question to leave our listeners with. Is idealism a luxury few can afford in that world? Something to think about. Okay, that brings us to the end of this deep dive.